this is so normal to us, but for other people, this would be like the weirdest thing ever. The majority of people would never do this once in their lives. I think I'm just like so used to it now. I don't even like really think about it. Sometimes I try to challenge myself at how quickly I can prepare everything.
I might not get to do my dream job one day of being a dietitian, but even to just be able to work casually whilst juggling my health and hospital admissions and having a boss or a manager that understands that in itself there's like so much more importance than any other big goals in life. My name is Caitlin. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Melbourne. My biggest dream will probably be to own a house one day with my partner. I just want to try to live the best and happiest life possible, even if I don't have the years there. Just make the years I have as good as they can be. You've just got to live in the now. I've been in and out of hospital my whole life from 5 years old, a few times a year, and then that slowly increased. Around 15, 16, I was going into hospital every 8 weeks. My teenage years was trying to figure out the best time to go into hospital to not miss out on important events or tests or exams at school. At the same time, it can't always be helped. CF is so unpredictable. Sometimes you just get really, really sick and you have to go in. There's a huge amount of acceptance and you just need to accept this is my life and I can't make every event and do everything I want to do. The healthcare team at the Children's were really awesome. Tried to give me day leave or night leave when I wanted, obviously depending on how the admission was going and how I was feeling. So there were a few times that they allowed me to go to a party through like my teens, which was really awesome. The stigma around CF has become more positive over the years as there's been more research, more technology coming out, more medication being developed, more science being discovered. Trikafta is a huge one in which I'm not eligible for. I think it's important to not misinterpret. It's not a cure because one, you still have CF, but two, there's still like 10% of people that can't have it. And people forget that it is still a really bad disease overall. I've definitely been someone that's never hid it and has always been very open with it. I have struggled when there's people that can't accept it, and I'm trying to understand that it comes from people just not having the knowledge. You're going to come across many people in your life. I've had some managers in work that have been like that as well. I'm just like, that's fine. Like, if you don't want to accept that, that's okay. I need to then find something that's better for me. I need to do what's right for me. It's hard to put all your trust into the doctors because one, at the start, they're ultimately strangers. Two, sometimes they make decisions that you question and you may not necessarily agree with. It's important to remember that they do have your best interests at heart. At the end of the day, no one knows your body better than you, because I think that's something that I definitely struggled with in my younger years, was not speaking up for myself enough, not asking enough questions, and if I've had a thought or a feeling about something, not expressing that. Advocate for yourself, fight for it. They will listen. You just need to make them listen sometimes. I think it's important for your future to do the research and be your biggest advocate for yourself. Even though I may not necessarily think about the future and have big goals, by doing that, it is ultimately about thinking about the future. I applied for uni. I didn't know if I'd finish my course, but I thought I'll just do it until I can. And then I did end up finishing it. I always knew I wanted to do something in science or like allied health. I think CF has allowed me a bit of an insight from having that personal experience on like needles, syringes, bigger syringes, water, saline Hepler, and then I'll have antibiotics, and then port needles. If I do physio once a day, that'll be like inhaled antibiotic in the morning, and then at night physio with hypercell, antibiotic again, and then pulmazide. At the moment, I'm on a treatment for one of my infections. So my life at the moment is a lot of treatment. What did you chew now? I was meant to do them earlier, but I slept it. Have 2 infusions, tablets, physio, have another infusion in the middle of the day, in the afternoon. And then I have, again, at night, physio, inhalers, more tablets, and another 2 infusions. It does get exhausting doing your own infusions and medications. It's a bit annoying when it gets to 11 p.m. at night and all I want to do is go to bed, but I still have medications to do that are just not due yet. That's when hospital's a little bit easier because the nurse does everything for you. Overall, I would choose Heath over hospital. I'm in hospital. I call mum multiple times a day to just put him on FaceTime, just to look at him. High five. Doing hospital in the home, in your own house, I get to see my friends, my family more often.
What? Oh, shit stirring.
I'm a foodie. Like, I love going to new cafes and trying new food. I definitely enjoy going out for lunch or dinner.
I want the prosciutto and I want the gorgonzola. I'm really excited for my pizza.
Salami.
Sorry, salami.
Salami or salsiccia? You want to now?
I'll literally eat anything, which is definitely good, has helped me from a CF diet point of view and weight maintenance.
That's pretty.
Oh, smell the engine.
We used to have to bring our speaker to play music.
I think with every CF's life, there's points where it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Why am I doing this? Why me? But I feel like every time I'd hit that point, it would be really short-lived and I would just be like, nah, need to keep going because you need to create the life you want for yourself. And I'm not going to be able to hit those goals and aspirations that I have without putting in the work from now, from treatments, hospital admissions, taking my meds, doing my physio. My mindset is I need to do this now to get better, to be able to do more of what I want to do. You can feel sorry for yourself once in a while. Like, I think everyone does, and I think we are deserving to have those moments. You get dealt cards in life. It's how you use them. I'm not going to get the most out of my life and make it the best as possible by being sad and moping around all day, every day. CF makes you feel so many feelings, and as much as there can be negative ones, sadness and anger and anxiety, there are a lot of good ones. It can make us very compassionate and empathetic people. It gives us those values, and we always understand that everyone's going through stuff in life and you never know, and they can be having difficult times too. It took me a long time to come to terms with there's stuff there that needs to be sorted out. Mental health in CF gets overlooked so much because there's such big burdens on the physical health that I think they're addressed enough in your childhood either. It was probably only addressed in the last maybe 3 to 5 years.
We're 25 this year, and I just had this like Yuri 26 next month, but I had a breakdown over it and...
Like, mental health is one thing, but then having mental health issues and a chronic condition or chronic illness is a whole nother ballgame. Do not think in a million years with the stuff I've gone through in my life without having CF I'd be as resilient as I am, as persistent as I am, as such a happy-go-lucky person. I definitely think that a lot of great times in my life and a lot of cool memories in my life have come from having CF too.